What if I told you, Marvel has already chosen the next Iron Man, and most people are looking at the wrong character? Because the next Iron Man isn't about the suit, it's about the mind, the sacrifice, the burden. Tony Stark wasn't just a billionaire in armor, he was a problem solver, a futurist, a man who believed technology could fix fear. So the real question is, who in the MCU carries that same mindset? Not the same armor, not the same sarcasm, the same responsibility. Why Marvel needs a new Iron Man after Avengers Endgame? Something changed. The MCU lost its central brain. Captain America was the moral compass. Thor was the god. Hulk was the science monster. But Tony was the architect. He built the tech. He built the defense systems. He built the solutions. Without him, the MCU feels not proactive. And Marvel knows this. A cinematic universe cannot survive long without a technological visionary, which means they're already preparing someone. The obvious answer, Riri Williams. Let's start with the obvious candidate. Riri Williams, a young genius, built her own suit, inspired directly by Tony's legacy. On paper, perfect successor. But here's the problem. Tony Stark wasn't just intelligent. He was haunted. He built Ultron because he feared invasion. He built more suits because he feared loss. He sacrificed himself because he feared failure. Riri has the genius, but does she carry the psychological weight Tony carried? That's still unclear. Marvel might be testing her, but she doesn't feel like the center yet. So who does? The unexpected answer? Peter Parker. Now this might surprise you. Peter Parker, not because he's a billionaire, not because he runs Stark Industries, but because of one core trait. He learns from pain. Tony became Iron Man after trauma, after captivity, after realizing his weapons caused destruction. Peter became stronger after loss, after losing Tony, after losing Aunt May, after losing everyone who remembered him. Think about it. Peter has Stark-level intelligence, engineering skill, moral conflict, personal sacrifice, and now, complete isolation in No Way Home. Peter didn't choose power, he chose responsibility. That is the most Iron Man decision possible. But here's the twist. Peter is being rebuilt from zero. If Brand New Day strips away all support systems, Peter could evolve into something different, a self-made tech hero. No mentor, no billionaire backing, no safety net. That is closer to Tony's origin than most people realize. The dark possibility, but what if Marvel is doing something else entirely? What if they're not replacing Tony, but splitting his legacy? Technology gives Riri responsibility, gives Peter leadership, gives someone else. Tony Stark was unique because he combined genius, ego, vision, sacrifice. No single character currently holds all four, which means the MCU might never have another Iron Man. Instead, they may create a new kind of leader, one shaped by Tony's mistakes. Why this matters for Secret Wars? Secret Wars isn't just about villains, it's about rebuilding reality, and whoever becomes the new technological architect will shape that future. Tony once built a defense shield around Earth. The next Iron Man may build something bigger, a multiversal safeguard, or worse, a multiversal weapon. Because remember, every time Tony tried to protect the world, he nearly destroyed it. Ultron, the Accords, time travel, technology in the wrong emotional state becomes dangerous. So the real question isn't, who is the next Iron Man? The real question is, who can handle that power without repeating Tony's fear? The truth most people miss, Iron Man wasn't the suit, it was the choice. The choice to step forward when no one else could, the choice to sacrifice reputation, sleep, peace. The next Iron Man won't say, I am Iron Man. They'll prove it through action. And Marvel is quietly positioning that character right now. Maybe it's Riri, maybe it's Peter, maybe it's someone we haven't even considered yet. But one thing is clear, the MCU cannot move into its next era without a new architect, and when that person finally rises, it won't feel like a replacement, it will feel like evolution.